Have you ever felt that someone is about to say something important, but they freeze right at the moment? As if the words are on the tip of their tongue, but their heart doesn't feel secure enough to let them out? Maybe you're experiencing exactly that right now. Perhaps there's someone in your life who is opening up in a way they've never done before, but still holds a quiet fear deep down. And this has made you wonder, will this love finally reveal itself completely? Today, I invite you to take a deep breath and allow yourself to feel. The angels are around you at this very moment, and the message they want to deliver is as clear as the sunlight after a storm. Yes, this person has deep feelings for you. Something rare and precious that most people go their whole lives without experiencing. But there's an emotional block they are still trying to understand and overcome. This story isn't just about what you feel. It's also about what you awaken in the other person. And sometimes, that can be frightening. Because when the soul is truly touched, there's no longer a way to pretend it's just another ordinary connection. You've ignited something within this person, a sincere desire to open up, to be seen fully without masks. And for someone who has always learned to protect themselves, that can feel dangerous. The angels reveal that this person has been undergoing a process of deep inner transformation. They are asking themselves, is it safe to surrender? Will they accept me if I show them everything I really am? And as these questions echo in their heart, fear mingles with desire. The fear of losing themselves, but also the fear of losing you. And dear soul, this is where your light becomes even more important. Because, even without realizing it, you have been a safe harbor for this person. Your way of looking at her, your patience, your sweetness, all of this is helping to peel away the layers of defense she has built over the years. Layers that were formed from old pains, unfulfilled promises, and loves that hurt instead of healing. But with you, everything is different. And she knows it. This person feels something she may have never felt before. A kind of connection that can't be explained logically. It's as if time stands still when you are near, as if the world outside loses meaning for a few moments. And yet, she hesitates. Because loving truly requires courage. Courage to be vulnerable. Courage to take risks. You might even think nothing is happening. But behind the scenes of this person's heart, there's a whirlwind of emotions reorganizing. And believe me, she thinks of you more than she shows. She recalls conversations, relives smiles, analyzes the silences. All in search of an inner answer. Am I ready to fully experience this? And that's why today, the angels ask something important of you. Continue to be light. Continue to be truth. Because, even if she hasn't yet put it into words, she feels that it is with you that she can finally take off her armor. It is with you that she wants to relearn what it means to love without fear. She is getting closer, even if slowly. And when this heart finally opens completely, you will understand why you had to wait. Because all this process, each contained step, each pause, all of it was preparing the ground for something lasting, deep, and real. But there's more that you need to know, and it's something that could change everything. Do you know that feeling of being on the verge of something great, but not yet taking the leap? That's how this person feels right now. They are teetering on the edge between the fear they've learned to carry and the love that only you have awakened. And as their heart slowly opens, there's something you need to understand clearly. It was not by chance that you crossed paths. The angels whisper that your meeting is part of a much larger plan. This connection was not meant to be just another one. It came to heal, to reclaim what was dormant, to teach both of you what it means to love with dedication and truth. And this mission is not light. Because truly loving requires more than desire. It requires presence, listening, patience, and faith. This person sees in you what the world has yet to show them clearly. A secure soul, a presence that embraces without invading, a space where they can be who they are without fear of judgment. They feel that you are different. That you have something they can't quite explain, but that touches directly in a place where no other love has reached. And therein lies the dilemma. They were never taught how to deal with this. With a love that doesn't demand masks. With a connection that doesn't impose but inspires. That's why they often hide away. They pull back. They take their time. Because this love, although wanted, is still too new, too deep, too intense. But the angels show that their heart is changing. That there's a push, coming from their soul, asking to move in your direction. Maybe you've felt it. A small gesture of affection, a lingering glance, an unexpected message. Shy signs of someone who is slowly giving in to what they feel. And it's at this point that your energy makes all the difference. Because every time you choose to embrace rather than demand, every time you respect her timing instead of pressuring her, you allow that love to grow in fertile soil. And even if it still feels fragile, that feeling is strengthening. Within her, a new world is opening up. And you are the center of this awakening. But pay attention. The angels reveal that there is a specific fear holding back this surrender. A fear that isn't about you, it's about her. She fears losing control, fears giving in and then getting hurt, fears that this love will be too strong to contain, but also too intense to be experienced lightly. And here's a secret that the angels ask you to hold dear. When this person finally decides to speak, when she opens up completely, it will be in a way that will mark you forever. It will come from the depths of her soul. It won't be a simple "I like you." It will be a confession of everything she has kept silent for so long. That's why you are being guided now. Not only to understand what's going on in her heart, but to prepare yourself emotionally and spiritually for what's to come. Because when that heart opens up, it will need to find in you the safety it has always sought. And at this moment, the angels ask for something special. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this person in front of you, saying everything she has always been afraid to say. Imagine the words coming out with difficulty, but with sincerity. Her eyes filled with emotion, perhaps her hands trembling, and her heart finally free to love. That's what is being prepared. But for this moment to happen, there is an invitation that needs to be made. An invitation to trust, to surrender, to a new beginning. And now, I want to ask you something. Now is the time when you, dear soul, become an active part of this transformation. The angels show that it's not enough to just wait for this person to surrender. There is something within you that needs to be activated. And it begins with a choice, to trust in your light. Yes, because the light you carry is the compass that this person has been following, even if they don't realize it. Every time they have felt lost, it was in your energy that they found refuge. And even though fear may cause them to pull back at times, what they feel for you is strong enough to overcome any uncertainty. But here's something the angels insist you listen to with your heart. This love, as divine and profound as it is, can only flourish if it's built together. And that means, at some point, you will also need to take a stand. Show with firmness and tenderness that you are open to experiencing something real, but that you also need reciprocity. It's not about demanding declarations. It's about upholding your spiritual dignity. Reminding this person, with your demeanor, with your peace, with your presence, that true love is a two-way street. That feeling is not enough. Action rooted in truth is necessary. The angels show me that you are being prepared to be more than a silent inspiration. You are being prepared to be a spiritual partner. Someone who loves without suffocating. Who embraces without nullifying. Who teaches, through example, what it means to love without losing oneself. And when this person realizes that by your side they can be whole, without fear of rejection, something will shift within them. Fear will give way to surrender. Doubt will give way to certainty. And you will see with your own eyes the miracle that occurs when two souls allow themselves to love courageously. But until then, the angels have a special request: strengthen your faith. Not that blind faith that ignores reality, but a conscious faith that acknowledges the challenges yet chooses to believe anyway. Because everything is falling into place, even if it doesn't seem like it yet. That person is closer than ever to taking the step you've been waiting for. And perhaps, without realizing it, you have already been the turning point in their life. The silent trigger that made them question everything they believed about love. And it's at this point that something sacred enters the scene. A moment that needs to happen between you. An invitation that will be made, one that could completely change the course of the story. The angels show me this moment clearly. It won't be planned. It will be something spontaneous. A light conversation, a shared glance, a question that arises out of nowhere. And suddenly, the veil of silence will be torn apart. And you will hear what her heart has been silently screaming for so long. But be careful, this moment needs to find you available. Not emotionally exhausted. Not skeptical. But ready. Because when this heart opens up, it will need space, tenderness, and presence. And that's why, now more than ever, it's time to strengthen yourself. To return to yourself. To remember who you are, and the value you carry. And here comes the call I promised to make in an hypnotically connected way. If something stirs inside you, if these words resonate as if they were written just for you, then this is your moment to act. Not out of desperation, but out of purpose. Because this connection is not just any connection. It's divine. And if you feel this, if your heart is saying yes even amidst the doubts, then stop right now, take a deep breath, and say with conviction, I accept this mission. I am ready to live this love with truth. And if you're still here, it's because this message chose you. So, allow the angels to continue guiding you. The angels are showing me with immense clarity that this story between you is not the end, it is the beginning of something transformative. What happens from now on will depend less on fate, and more on your spiritual awareness. Because love, no matter how divine, needs to be supported by actions aligned with the soul. This person, to whom you have dedicated your thoughts, patience, and hope, is about to cross an inner threshold. She feels she is faced with a fork in the road, to remain trapped in old fears, or to allow herself to experience real love with you. And believe me, dear soul, the angels are whispering in her ears right now. They are activating within her the courage needed to choose the path of the heart. But it's important for you to know, this step will only be taken if she feels that the love you share is safe, true, and possible. And that's why you are here, reading this message to the end. Because you also have a crucial role in this awakening. Your commitment needs to come with awareness. It's not about waiting forever. It's about nurturing love wisely. It's about knowing when to reach out, and when to step back to let the other person grow. Because true love does not suffocate, does not bind, does not demand. It embraces and teaches. And as this person prepares to open up, the angels ask that you also prepare your own interior. Look at yourself with tenderness. Forgive yourself for all the times you doubted your worth. Thank yourself for persisting, even when everything seemed confusing. Honor your journey, because it is about to blossom. And when this meeting happens, and it will happen, you will no longer be the same. Nor will she. Because true love transforms, heals, illuminates. It doesn't come to complete anyone but to expand all the beauty that already exists in each person. And if you feel that this story is yours, that this message was written for your heart, then yes, it was. You have been guided here for a greater reason. The angels are around you, preparing the space, clearing the path, and bringing close everything necessary for that love to take root. But before we close, they ask for something simple, yet profoundly powerful. Allow yourself to be seen. No longer hide your light. Show the world, and this person, the woman you have become. Strong, sensitive, whole. Because it is this version of you that will draw forth the courage she needs to finally say, I choose you. And when that moment comes, and it will come, celebrate. Not because you overcame a weight, but because you remained true to your essence, your intuition, and the love you knew was real. This is the time, dear soul. The signs are all around. Her heart is opening like never before. And yes, there is still a fear. But it is being overcome, little by little, by the light of what you represent. Trust. Get ready. And keep moving forward with faith. Because the next chapter is already being written, and it begins with a phrase that changes everything. I've never felt this way about anyone. And I don't want to run away anymore.